Hello everybody and welcome to part 9 of this playthrough of Motorsport Manager 2016 on the PC. We are still here with Predator Racing Group. Last time out we were at Tondela. We finished second again, our fourth one in a race. Both drivers reversed positions, so Santana finished second, Latinum finished second, Santana finished second, and then again Latinum finished second. I'm not sure where Santana finished last race. She finished quite far down because she did have some damage onto her car, which means she had to come in early, so I think pit stops messed her up a bit. But we've got Milan again, which is another shorter race, which we seem to do quite well in. And again, last time out we did quite well. It was actually our best result up until we started finishing second. We'd actually been quite poor before, so we did quite well to finish 6th last time out in Milan. So hopefully we can go ahead and try and get something around this result. Because if we look, we have actually finally pulled ourselves off the bottom of the table. 9th place, equal points with Dragon Race Team. I'm not sure how it's worked out, but maybe we've had a few more higher up finishes, which we've only done with the 4 podiums that we've had so far this season. So hopefully we can go ahead and chase Octane down, ZRT. Yeah, we could have the possibility of getting above there. Cars, there's nothing to do till next season. We've still got the worst car. We don't have the worst engine, but everything else we still have the worst of. We go back here. We are currently building a factory, which will take 16 weeks to complete. It's not going to be in time for the end of the season, but next season we'll have an upgraded factory, which will mean we'll go ahead and do this so we can, because we got to get the car repair complete, so we can look at there. Ines Santa Ana is training young drivers. She's got morale boost of +20, but she's already got full morale anyway. Car repair finished. So hopefully next season with the full upgraded factory, we're going to get a couple more slots in here. So these slots I'll be hoping here, and these two as well. So it'll help us upgrade the car a bit more in the future. Everything is totally upgraded at the moment. Both sides of the car, as much as we can. We're just working on reliability, which isn't a problem for us anymore. We are still in the red, but should hopefully be somewhere close to being out of it by the end of next race. We should get a nice little boost here. Hopefully we're going to get a bit of money back here because I think it's a sponsor called Wang Chai or something. It usually gives us £450,000 per race if we finish 9th or above. So hopefully we're going to go ahead and get that one back again. I don't think we're going to get anything better because we still have the 1-star sponsor level. But yeah, we'll go ahead and see what sort of sponsorship deal we can get there before the next race. Oh, but first up, we've got this vote on. We've got this vote coming up for spec brakes, which means, much like the front wing and the rear wing this season, the brakes will be the same across every car. I think we're going to go ahead and vote for that because that would definitely work in our work in our favour. We do have this sponsor. They would offer us that, but no upfront payment. I'm going to go ahead and wait and just see if we can still get that same offer that we got last time. Hopefully that comes in before the next race. We'll keep skipping until we've got the vote. The vote's coming up here, so let's go ahead and see if we can get this voted into favour. So brakes can no longer be developed in-house. All teams use standard brakes of performance level 150. So that, it doesn't say it would benefit us, but of course it will do. Quality focused teams, it'll benefit. There's a couple already voting for. We don't have any voting power to put another one because we must have voted in every vote this season. So there's 4 voting for already, 2 against and 4 undecided. So let's go ahead and see if we can get this voted in. So here we go. 2-1 up at the moment, now 2-all, 3-2, 4-2, oh 5-2 because he's used +2. It looks like this is going to get voted in. And that's a good result there for us there because we're going to be using spec brakes next season. Can't speak, I'm still full of cold. Although it seems to be going a little bit, so hopefully I don't sound as bad as I did last time out. The reliability work is going to be done on the couple of parts that we're still upgrading. Factory staff idle because there's not left to do. What can we do? We'll just go ahead and do those, not that we need to do it. And we do have Wang Chai back, so we're going to get £750,000 up front again from there. That means after this race we will be out of the red and able to put some money towards next year's car. Maybe a little bit, because we've been saving up £1 million per race. Only 3 days to the race now. And there has been a new patch brought out since the last episode. I'm not quite sure what it improves totally, but I heard there's improved weather effects. So maybe the spray from the cars changed a bit, and the AI behaviour towards changing their wet and intermediates is improved. I think it'll be improved a little bit. So maybe they'll come in when they should do and change when they should do. And not like in one of the races that we went through before, everyone started on, it was raining a bit, but everyone started on normal tyres, and we did as well, and then they all came in after one lap, like confused, and changed into the same tyres again. Yeah, and I think there's also been some work done on the blue flag AI, so cars overtake, I think the cars at the back of grid were holding up some of the front ones. I've seen that in a playthrough that I did. Not that I've done a video of that playthrough, when I was just having a mess around with the top series, this series with the World Motorsport Championship. I was playing around with the Ferrari equivalent, and you seem to get held up quite a lot behind the back markers. So I think that's changed now, that it's easier to get past the people at the back when the blue flag's been issued. But anyway, we're here at Milan. I'm going to go ahead and choose that again. There's no point going for the 75,000 one, because there's just no point for that amount of money. We might as well aim high. Just hope we can pull something off and stay off the bottom of the table here in Milan. So just loading up now for the practice. So we'll go ahead and see what sort of setup we can get, whether we can get both drivers happy with this. I think Latinen's still at the bottom of the Drivers' Championship, so I think she is, or maybe she's moved up one. Anyway, she'll still be on the front row of the grid for this race. Oh, I should have had a look at the last video, shouldn't I? And try to remember what setup we used last time in Milan. I think we'll go somewhere. I think we'll move up a little bit. Okay, good. We'll try that. Did we? Maybe move that a little bit. Don't usually mess with those, but we'll go along. We'll move these up one. Just about. It's a 13 lap race. I think we're going to run the one-stop strategy on Latin like we did last time in Milan. It's just Santa Ana will go on the sauce and push a bit. We'll try her. We'll leave that the same. Try increase and do this on her, see if it makes any difference, and we'll go with the same setup there. We'll put her out on the mediums and go ahead and run this. Take practice. Nearly clicked on instant then for some reason. Right, let's send them out straight away as we always do, to try and get in three feedback ratings. We won't get in 3 lap times, but hopefully we get in 3 feedback ratings. Next season, 3 lap times should be possible, because we're expanding to 15-minute practice sessions as it was voted on. So maybe that'll make it a bit harder for us, because all the other cars get more time to mess about with their setups, which will make the better cars better, whereas us, we won't improve much. And what happens push this lap, we'll make sure, we'll see if we get a decent setup, and then we'll send them out pushing for the second stint and see what sort of time we can set. Both coming round. Who's going quicker out of these two? Santa Ana's quite a bit quicker, but I think Latinen's been held up by someone at the back of that lap, and Santa Ana comes across in a 131. Quite a bit behind these cars. And Latinen finished in a 134, almost a full 3 seconds behind Santa Ana, but must have been held up somewhere because there's a lot of cars out on track. So we'll see what Santa Ana says as she comes in. She's really happy with the downforce, so Hopefully we're pretty close to what we want. I'm hoping. She thinks everything's good there. I won't send her back out yet, we'll see what she says. So she was a bit more happy with the downforce left like that. And with these, so what wasn't she as happy with? The speed balance. She wasn't as happy with. I don't know which way she wants us to go. It's quite, there's not many corners on this track, so I think we'll just put her up one more like that. I'm not going to try and mess with stuff too much. I'll try that. Let me try a little bit extra more downforce. We'll send her out on a fresh pair of mediums because we've got plenty of tyres to mess around with. And what was different here? So we're gonna try and get her the same as Latin setup. Maybe no, we won't. We'll mess about with it a bit more. We'll do that. We'll try that, or should we? No, we'll try her. Put her on longer gear ratios and see if that works out, and then we can just sort of match up the. We can match up the strategy between these two cars before the race, then depending on what the both I like for feedback. So we're out. Latinen's got out first there. We're gonna have them both push on this. Just one car in front of them. Hopefully that's coming in. So we do. One of these is gonna hold each other up. They're coming round here. As you can see, it's quite a long straight. So hopefully the new setups are both happy with the new setups. Although in this race, I think the first race of the season, we had this one long straight here, and now we've got this extra bend in it. We'll go ahead and have them push and see what sort of time they can set. Hopefully we're somewhere close. We have been finishing up here in the practices recently, which is surprising as we've got the worst car. I always thought we'd be like worse in practices and then try and hold everyone back because the race goes on. But the car's performing quite well. So we certainly don't have the better drivers. I think they've got the worst rated drivers as well. But anyway, let's see what they can get. There's a bit of clear track. What did she get? Oh, we moved up a bit. They both moved up the order a bit. Santa Ana managed to get up into 12th for 125. And Latinen's 2 seconds behind on the medium tyre. So I don't think we're going to run her on the medium tyre during the race. We'll see if she can get as far as she can on a pair of softs, but we're going to try run. I'm going to run the low engine mode for a little bit, for maybe the first couple of laps, or maybe after the first lap, just to try and extend her petrol on a little bit further so she can get to around lap 7 or 8 and then pit. Because we want to try a one-stop strategy to see whether it does any good or not. So then if it don't work, we can totally throw it out for next season. And if it does, then it's something to consider for us going forward. So we're just waiting for practice to end now. Just a couple of cars waiting to come in. We're all still flying around this track. Let's go have a look at them. Who's this one? Dembele, I think she's in a ZRT. 7th, so we're still pretty high there, so hopefully we can do pretty well. Come back to Santa Ana in the pits, as all these cars are going round really slow. This is Valdez. I think he's in the other ZRT, so this is our main competition this weekend. We're doing just about as well as us. They're obviously the team that we want to get above of next. So we'll go ahead and look at the strategy. We always put her on engine expert and the nurse mode, just so we know she can get through, and we'll give Latin in the race trim. Car setup, she was a little bit more unhappy with the handling. What way did we go with the handling? We went, so we put a bit more on, didn't we? Did we? What did we do? So she was happy with the handling there going up. So yeah, we'll push that back down a little bit. Try and keep everything else the same, so we'll drop that a bit. Try and match them back up. Yeah, I'm happy enough with that. We'll go with that. She's going to come out on the softs and push. We're going to put her in with a full tank of fuel. She's going to be pushing. She got a bit worse with that, didn't she? I'll put her to that. says the mediums can get about 8 laps, which is what we want to be doing, 7 to 8 laps. Even though we've only got 6 laps of fuel, but we're going to try and make that 6 laps of fuel last, just to see if this strategy works. Hopefully it don't mess us up in Costa's position in the championship. Yeah, she's going to have to go long, so we're not going to push. We're going to keep it neutral. And then maybe after a lap or 2 we're going to turn down the engine, just to see if we can get her through to about lap 8, or as far as we can. And we're going to go ahead and start the race. So Latinen's on first on the grid, and Santarana's in 10th this time. She started in 11th last time, so she's dropped down the order 1, dropped down the championship 1 place, I think. We'll focus on Latinen and see if she can get away. She always seems to be a slow starter, this Latinen, whereas Santarana's a better starter. So she's got a bit of distance there. We'll see if we can keep her up full on that, or half of that maybe. Just have one of the dragon cars behind us, so we'll do that, and she might back somebody's car up and give Santarana a chance of getting through here. And she's been hit, or she's hit someone. Absolutely brilliant. So hopefully we've got time to pit her. We're going to have to go ahead and repair that, aren't we? So we're going to have to put her onto the mediums, because we're going to have to try and get her as far as she can. Fix that part, and 10 seconds, great. Should we do it fast and risk it? Should we do it fast and risk it? Try and save some time? Yeah, let's try it. We don't usually go for the faster pit stops. We'll just keep with her for a minute. So she does need to try and last a little bit now during the race. So we're going to have to do the same with her from there. Try to turn her down a little bit. Latin is still running in third in the low engine mode. She's dropping a few places now. She's got this big group of cars behind her, but we're still going to, even though we've lost Santarana part way down the race, we're still going to stick with this one-stop strategy to see if it works. Hopefully it can do. Santarana's quite a long way behind, and dropping behind still, as the other cars are pushing around her, but I don't want her to make 3 pit stops, or would 3 pit stops be better? Maybe, I don't know. We'll go ahead and have a push anyway on these tyres. We'll just have to wait and see, but yeah, that little mess up there by Santarana's cost us probably. Where's she pitting again? Did I pit? Oh no, she's serving a drive-through penalty as well, isn't she? I was like, what the hell is she pitting again for? She served a drive-through penalty, so she's even further behind now. So I guess, yeah, we're going to have to... She dropped too much time. We'll put her in high. Just do that. We've got a crash somewhere. Where's he crashed? He's crashed here, where is he? He's up in the barriers there. Let's go back to Santarana. Is she still dropping behind? Oh, we've got a safety car out. Oh, that's worked out in her favour then, hasn't it? Because we've got a turn down. All these cars are going to be pitting, and she's going to jump back up the order again, hopefully, or at least catch the back of the pack. But then again, that's messed her strategy up. Round in front of the safety car. Oh, what should we do? I think we'll take the pit stop whilst we can, because everyone else is going to be. So basically, yeah, we're not going to get to see if the one-stop strategy is a viable strategy, because we've got that now. I wonder if we should fill Santarana up as well, put her back onto another pair of softs maybe, because the medium tyres are so slow around this track. Well, at least according to our practice sessions it was. She should at least be able to catch the back of the pack up and see what she can do from there. Santarana's coming in pits. Why isn't... Was she passed? No? Yeah. Safety car hasn't got all the way around yet, has it? She's up into 9th because of the crash car. But she is hopefully got enough time to get round and catch the back of the pack before the safety car comes in. I think she's got to go all the way around once, hasn't she? To catch it up, she's got to overtake the safety car and get round again. Made a problem with the pit stop then, but not that it matters, because we're down at the back. Everyone's not conserving fuel. So Santa Ana has now passed the safety car. So yeah, she's plenty of time to catch that up before the safety car comes in. So Santa Ana losing a rear wing and having a drive-through penalty. Hopefully it doesn't cost us too much and she can hopefully pick up some places. Whether she can do that or not, I don't know. The safety car now has passed the finish line. Latinen has finally caught the grid up. Whereas Santa Ana's still got a long way to go to catch it up, but she's about half a lap behind it, so whether she can catch it up before the end, I don't know. Just have to wait and see, won't we? Yeah, she's easily going to catch it up. Come on. Is she? There's only a few more bends left. Why can't she speed up to catch it up? It's like the speed's limited as well, isn't it? With the safety car being out. Come on. She's not going to catch it up, is she? It's just up ahead here somewhere. The safety car's in. So we're going to go ahead and turn this up. So we haven't got enough to get to the end of the race, so I think everyone else is going to have to pit once. We are on the softs now, whilst everyone else is on the mediums. We'll go ahead and turn her up as well, so hopefully she can catch the back of this grid just as I come across the line. She's just about there. Oh, look at that, what good timing. Just about caught it up as the race restarted. And someone's dived in, a couple of them have dived into the pits to make their pit stop early. Latinen's fighting here, up in, yes, up into 4th place, Latinen, well done. And chasing down this, so it looks like the soft tyre's a lot better than the medium. So we shouldn't have to go onto the medium tyre at all now again. The Santa Ana's picking up, no she's not picking up, is she? That's because they came into the pits, but yeah, she is passing a few cars as well. We're flying through this field. Both sides, and Latinen's keeping up here. She's behind the ZRT of Dembele. I think we're going to have to turn down that, yeah. We're going to have to make our pit stop now. Fill up. We've got enough till the end of the race. We do if we don't push. We'll go with that. She's got enough fuel just to get round again. So once she passes the pit lane, we'll set her pit stop up. She's going to come in for another pair of softs. We're going to fill up right to the top. And she can keep pushing for this lap as well. So hopefully we can sort of keep these positions and stick to about here. Hopefully we can sort of push for a podium again, which would be amazing if we can get a 5th podium in a row, but whether we can or not is another question. And what happened to Santa Ana? Then she ended up so far behind. So strange. She does have some excess fuel, so we'll have a push her a little bit longer. Latinen's coming into the pits now. A lot of them are diving into the pit lane. Where we're going to come out, we're quite far down coming out of the pits. Yeah, it didn't work out too well for us, that safety car. I don't think she's got some excess fuel, so we can have her keep pushing as well. I wonder if we can have her push till the end of the race. Let's just see what we can do. A couple of these, maybe a lot of these still have to pit on these mediums. So hopefully we can sort of jump back up through these. Yeah, they are coming into the pits, whether we can get in front of them as they come out of the pit stop. No, a lot of them have managed to get round and come out, haven't they? What can we jump up to? Still around this place. We didn't seem to jump any then as they all pitted, did we? Just going to have to watch the fuels and watch the tyre wear on Santa Ana, but there's only a couple more laps left now. Just hope we can, yes, we're up into 9th now, so hopefully we can keep 9th place, 8th place. Jumping up the order a bit. Can we catch this Garuda in front? 2 laps left to go, up into 7th now. So we're going to have to watch these tyres, aren't we? She's managed to get up into 11th. We're just going to have to watch these tyres, aren't we? Hopefully she got enough fuel to get to the end of the race. We're going to have to turn her down. Where is she? Up into 10th now. So hopefully flying around the course. but we're going to have to turn it down, otherwise those tyres are going to run out before the end of the race, aren't they? And Latin and basically I think we can have a push in towards the end of the race. But whatever happens, we've got that £450,000 bonus up into 6th now. A couple of these cars are really falling away, aren't they? We've got a Garuda behind her up into 5th. What is up with some of these cars going really slow? Yeah, no chance with the Garuda coming past us. And the cars looked to have been a crash there. It's these weird corners on this track, everyone seems to crash on them for some reason. We're coming up now to the finish line. 6th place, an amazing result. Again. And 10th as well, so that's 2 cars in the top 10ers again. That's the second time in the season that we've had 2 cars in the top 10, which I'm very happy with. It's certainly sort of beats someone. Well, it's probably about the same points in it as someone finished second and then one of the cars finishing down here like we usually have. So having both finish around here probably ends up being more points than 2nd and 19th. But yeah, another overall good race. Breaks our streaks of podiums, but I'm not too bothered about that as long as we're finishing up here. I'm not sure what some of these cars are. Hopefully there's not a Dragon above us. I know we've got one of the ZRTs above us, and the other ZRT looked to be below us. So hopefully we've moved above them in the constructors as well. Who's in the other one? He finished 15th. Did the other ZRT car? I can't quite remember who's in the Dragon. We've always got a rule break, but we've only got a +1, so I don't think it'll ever be broken. That's 1 penalty received. Who else dropped down then? Oh, you got Milan, who won the race, was demoted 8 places. He must have some really dodgy parts in his car. So we ended up finishing 50 in that race, climbing above. And the 2 Dragons finished down here, so we got quite some distance over the Dragon team going into the last race now. We'll go ahead and look at the Constructors' Championship. No, the Drivers' Championship first. So Lattinen has climbed up now off the bottom, so we're now running 11th and 15th in the Drivers. And look at that, we're up into 6th place in the team standings. That was an absolutely amazing result for us. Whether we can hold on to that, I don't think there's much chance of the Dragon team catching us now. Hopefully, I actually dropped right down there. I think they were one of the ones up here. So we've moved up into 6th place now in the Constructors' Championship. Absolutely amazing. Whether Silver are just above us and they keep getting knocked down because Miller is running some really dodgy parts. He was the one that was knocked down. So hopefully we can keep maybe a top half finish is I won't say it's a hope, or at least an expectation. It's a dream. Maybe a long shot dream to pick up 4 more points than Silver Racing in the next race. But yeah, hopefully we can go ahead and do that. But hopefully more above that we can stay here, 8 or above. As we do, I think we got the Russian Grand Prix for the last race. So yeah, we're on quite a roll towards the end of the season. So it's sort of shaping up. If we can sort of keep these results going, that we're going to have a good season next season. But then again, the better we do in races, the further down the grid we start, which means we don't have as much of a chance because the other cars get a chance to pull away from us. Whereas starting at the front of the grid, we'll get that chance to hold them up a bit and stay at the front. So, and we did get the 450,000, so another 1.3 million into the bank, and we're finally out of the red. So we'll just let that game save there. As it always auto saves after. We'll go ahead and read the mail. Eastwood Motorsport looking good in practice. Car condition doesn't drop too much, so we shouldn't have too much problems with the reliability at the start of next season. Obviously, we probably will in her car a little bit, but Santa Ana with her 2 Boost Sport and Dreyfus one in Milan. So yeah, Santa Ana. Hopefully, we can push her into the top 10, into the top half of the table. The last race of the season here. Go ahead and cut the calendar back. See, where did we finish last time? First, that was our first race of the season before we got a handle on the car. We finished there, and obviously Evans was such a bad driver that he finished bottom. But that was on the 18 lap course. We've never done good in the courses that have had more laps, whereas this one is 15. We've had quite a good record on the 15 lap races recently. So yeah, basically ones where it doesn't really matter to that, does it? Yeah, ignore what I'm saying there. Yeah, so hopefully we can get a decent result in this race. Stay about here, get some extra prize money for next season, invest that money in the car next season, which is I think what we're going to do. We're going to invest a bit more in the car because we've got the factory built. I'm not sure whether we're going to build any more design centres next season. Maybe we'll concentrate on upgrading the car a little bit and have that ready for season 3. And yeah, basically that's it for this time. So if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, please subscribe so you get notified when I do post more. I try to post them every day. Give this comment a thumbs up, click on that like button if you can, and leave a comment. I will try and reply to every comment that anyone leaves. And yeah, until next time, until part 10, the final race of the season, goodbye.